If you've been working hard towards your goals and dreams, yet still feel like something's blocking you from achieving what you want, you might not be imagining it. In this video, I'm going to reveal 3 key laws that lie at the heart of the mechanism for fulfilling your dreams, but often stay invisible. Stay tuned because understanding these hidden factors could be the missing piece you need to finally attract what you've been wanting. And as a bonus, I'm going to share one of the most proven and effective techniques to help you identify your true desires versus false ones, so you can stop wasting time and energy chasing something that will never truly satisfy you. Before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe. Every video on this channel is not only packed with deep insights into self-growth, but also includes a practical technique or reflection question to help you take that small step toward real change. Don't miss out because big transformations are built with small actions, but consistent ones. And the first law is the law of readiness. You might say, of course, I'm ready. I am so ready that I can't even enjoy my life fully without it. But if that's how you feel, the truth is that you are not ready at all. Here is how you can identify the level of your true readiness. You can only truly receive what you are ready to lose and in the amount you are ready to lose. So let me explain it with the example. For example, if your desire is to meet your ideal partner, imagine the person who embodies all the qualities that you seek, whether that's someone that you already know, maybe a famous actor or actress, or someone who represents those qualities perfectly, it doesn't matter. And now picture them walking into the room right now. Or if it's a job, money, or success you've been striving for, imagine receiving it. And now feel the emotions that arise and notice how your body reacts. And at first, you might feel excited and happy about the idea of receiving what you desire, but wait a few moments. And you can even pause this video to allow more time to connect with what's happening inside of you. But after a few moments, there might be a chance that fear of losing it or anxiety about not being quite worthy or ready for it may begin to creep in, slowly taking over your emotions. If something external excites you to the point where it becomes must-have instead of, well, that would be just nice to have, then if you lose it, the sorrow and stress you feel will be just as intense. Even worse, if you constantly fear losing it, you will live in ongoing stress. The psyche's protective mechanism is always to seek the release of tension. And sadly, but instead of dealing with the fear directly, the psyche will find the simplest way to release the tension, which will be one of these 2 ways. So it will either block the realization of your dreams, so you will subconsciously, without even realizing it, keep sabotaging it, or by triggering desensitizing or freeze response. So it will try to desensitize the fear actually, but because it can't desensitize just one emotion, it will numb all. So you might receive what you want and might even able to keep it, but you're not going to feel joy or satisfaction from it. And here is a technique how you can reduce this significant score. What you can do here is continuously measure your readiness by first assigning a significant score to your desire by asking yourself how much you fear losing it once you have it. And let's take a scale from 1 to 10, for example. Now imagine you achieved what you wanted, only to lose it, and take time to notice your feelings. Name them out loud or write them down. Just don't keep them in your head, because just naming them in your head's not going to do a lot for you. And then breathe through each of these emotions. And if you have anger, that's fine, but try to go deeper, because anger is a very surface emotion. So let's say you feel desperation. So you say it out loud, I feel desperate, and take a deep breath in And a deep breath out. And keep going through all the feelings that keep surfacing. And at some point, when all of the difficult emotions are released, actually empowering emotions will start arising. And it can be a feeling of safety, value, freedom, or inner strength, or it might be sadness, but it's going to be a pleasant kind of sadness, the one that combines gratitude and acceptance. And after that, visualize something even better coming from this situation, that you receive even a better outcome. And now finally, check if the significance score of what you wanted has decreased. And to further solidify this change, drop a comment sharing how much your significance score decreased during this exercise, because engaging in a physical action like typing or writing helps embed the change more deeply into your brain. The second law is the law of temporary presence. It is about ability to accept that what we receive is temporary. We do not own anything except for our knowledge or experience. If we can't accept it, we are stopped by our need to control, our need to hold on, and our inability to just breathe in and breathe out, metaphorically speaking. Everything that comes is temporary, both the good and the bad. So if over-significance or control block your desires, what do you think the next key factor is? And the next key factor is a game changer, because the third law is the law of alignment. When we express a desire for something external, it is rarely about that specific goal itself. More often, we are seeking a certain feeling we believe that goal will bring us. And these feelings typically fall into one of 5 categories: safety, protection, value, love, or freedom. Here is the key. The less we naturally feel these states internally, the more we tend to look for them in the outside world. But the biggest mistake we make is believing that we will feel safe or valuable or free or protected or accepted after we receive something externally. But the truth is, what we experience externally always reflects what is happening internally. So the relationship is not, I will feel this way when I get it, but rather I will attract it when I begin to connect with the feeling I seek. If someone feels fear about the future today, that fear will remain with them no matter their achievements. Once you receive it, you will feel satisfaction for a short period of time, but that will be just a temporary relief. So it's an illusion to think that something external can truly transform your internal state. The truth is, lasting change must begin from within. The idea that not all desires are authentic desires also fits here too. When you are aligned with your true authentic desires, it seems that the whole universe works with you, and that's powerful. But here is the catch. It often means that the universe also blocks fulfillment of your non-authentic desires. These non-authentic desires usually stem from the ego, and they are tied to what the ego thinks it needs to maintain self-worth or uphold a certain image or quality. And it feels like these things are necessary, but in reality, they are just masking deeper and unrecognized needs. The key is to understand the difference. Authentic desires flow naturally, aligning with who you really are. Non-authentic desires, they are distractions, pulling you further away from what truly fulfills you. We spend so much energy, resources, and time chasing these false desires only to feel unfulfilled when we achieve them. These non-authentic desires usually stem from the ego. They are tied to what the ego thinks it needs to maintain self-worth or uphold a certain image or quality. It feels like these things are necessary, but in reality, they are just masking deeper and unrecognized needs. The key is to understand the difference. Authentic desires flow naturally, aligning with who you really are. Non-authentic desires, They are distractions pulling you away from what truly fulfills you. We spend so much energy, resources, and time chasing these false desires only to feel unfulfilled when we achieve them. But how do you tell the difference? And one powerful tool to uncover your authentic desires is the 5 whys technique. This is a really simple technique, but brilliant, and it was originally developed by Sakichi Toyoda, the founder of Toyota, to trace root causes of technical issues. And it is actually still, I think it's still used by Toyota today to solve even the most complex problems. But this technique is so effective that it's now widely used in areas like psychology to uncover hidden motivations. So how does it work? Whenever you have a desire or motivation, ask yourself why 5 times in a row. And each answer is going to dig deeper, helping you uncover the root cause of your feelings or actions. And this helps you determine whether your desire is genuine or just a compensatory mechanism, like defense against fear, guilt, or insecurity, or just a desire to maybe feel valuable. And here is an example. A man wants to buy a car, and he asks himself, why do I want a car? And the first answer, for example, would be to impress others. So the second question, why do I want to impress others? So you kind of build it on the first answer. And for example, the answer is because their opinion matters to me. Why does their opinion matter? Because I am dependent on external validation. Why am I dependent on external validation? Because I have low self-esteem. Why do I have low self-esteem? And here, maybe you will recall a childhood memory or a moment of disappointment from mother, or maybe being ridiculed by someone, or there can be just a realization that it's because maybe you stuck in a career that you don't love or don't feel like you're living up to true potential. But basically, by the 5th why, you often reach the root cause. It might not always be the ultimate answer, but it's going to be a major step toward understanding the deeper layers of your motivations. And if you've managed to peel back the layers and uncover your authentic desire, let's celebrate it. Share it in the comments, whether it is the specific desire you would like to share, or maybe simply the word authentic, because I would love to acknowledge this amazing step with you. So why is this important? This method is a powerful way to confront truths you may be avoiding, identify your authentic desires, and let go of what no longer serves you. Start asking why and discover what you truly want, not what your ego tells you to chase. And with authentic desires, it is true and safe to say, what you seek seeks you. And for those who listen to the end, please hit that like button, notification bell, and subscribe. If you've made it to the end of this video, take a moment to thank yourself. You've invested in your growth and taken a powerful step toward your goals. Think of this as your mental gym session for this week. And just like any workout, it's worth acknowledging and celebrating. Come back for the next session to take your progress even further.